Have you heard of the country Venezuela? Okay.
Before we go deeper, make sure you are part of this growing family. Subscribe so you don't miss what's coming.
Hello guys, this is yet another prophecy update.
The nation, as it is, it seems to be going down and down and down, But I saw it rising, like almost a new light, a new dawning on that nation, and confusion ceases in that nation. There will be military, but it will be very short. It will be for a very short time, and a new light will arise in that nation of Venezuela.
And we're following breaking news. The US has confirmed that its military has carried out a large-scale operation in Venezuela. President Donald Trump said Venezuelan President Nicolás Maduro was captured and flown out of the country by US troops and law enforcement authorities. Footage on social media captured a series of blasts in the capital Caracas, while jets were seen flying over the city at around 2 a.m. local time. Venezuela has declared a national emergency and said it will resist the presence of foreign troops. Trump will hold a press conference later today with more details to follow, and we'll keep you updated on that. And I'm joined now on the line by Ivo Hernandez. He's a Latin American expert and currently in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Ivo, thank you so much. So good of you to take the time to speak to us. I would like to start with Trump's post, where he says that Nicolás Maduro has been, quote, captured and flown out of the country. Now, if confirmed, how will this move be received in Venezuela, and who is running the country now?
Thank you very much. It's most important to understand the terms clearly. Apparently, it is true. Several media have confirmed that both Maduro and his wife have been flown out of the country. And that would bring us to a very interesting scenario, which would, many people were commenting that perhaps mercenaries internally in the criminal organization could do him away, would have killed him, and they didn't. This is important. He's away, he's out of the country, and there will be a press conference announced by the White House in probably 4 or 5 hours from this time. That's important. Who is running? It's important to see the structure. There is also the future of Diosdado Cabello, the second man in force, and also the defense minister. So those are people who could be running the informal structure once the head has been toppled.
The Venezuelan vice president says that she has no idea where Maduro and the first lady are.
Faced with this brutal situation and this brutal attack, we do not know the whereabouts of President Nicolás Maduro and First Lady Cilia Flores. We demand immediate proof of life from the government of President Donald Trump, proof of life for President Maduro and the First Lady.
President Trump says that he'll address the nation on the strikes from Mar-a-Lago later this morning. Right now, it's quiet in the capital of Caracas just hours after the strikes, but earlier explosions rocked Venezuela, knocked out power, and sent people running outside. And this strike was at La Carlota Air Base in Caracas. CNN's Nick Payton-Walsh joins me now from London. Nick, we just heard from Issa Suarez speaking with some of her sources in country about the fear of what could come next because so many questions are unanswered.
Yeah, I mean, let's go through what we know has happened so far. Since about 1 a.m. local time, and these series of explosions rocked Caracas and other parts of Venezuela. Multiple helicopters seen in the air, and then clearly a U.S. Special Forces operation that removed Nicolás Maduro and his wife from what should have been their heavily fortified and secured premises in the capital there. Hard to understate quite what a move this is geopolitically by the Trump White House to remove the sitting president of a country which it considers to be a regional irritant. Startling, successful, certainly, daring, certainly as well, and also efficient, frankly, given what it seems the brevity, comparatively, of this operation and the impact that it is having. The Attorney General, Pam Bondi, hinting that the indictments in the Southern District of New York court will be the ones that Maduro faced. He had a $50 million bounty on his head, seeking information that could lead towards his capture, and it may well be that the delay we're seeing since Trump's tweet in the early hours of this morning, his 74-word social media post that removed the extraordinary mystery, frankly, or the unresponsibility of exactly what was happening in the skies of Caracas, very quickly to explain that, as many suspected, it was the US military behind this. It now appears that potentially the delay may be about transferring Maduro inside American soil for when President Trump addresses the nation about this move, extraordinary as it is. But I think once perhaps for Trump allies, the exhilaration of removing Maduro, who has been an authoritarian dictator behind violence against protesters and opponents for 13 years.
Have you heard of the country Venezuela? Okay, it seems you guys the nation as it is, it seems to be going down and down and down, but I saw it rising like almost a new light, a new dawning on that nation, and confusion ceases in that nation. There will be military, but it will be very short. It will be for a very short time, and a new light will arise in that nation of Venezuela.
Venezuela's defense minister says that the country will not accept the presence of foreign troops. Do we know what the US plans long term, or is the job done now?
Allow me to clear the terms. The maintaining of this regime was also due to international forces. We have to acknowledge Russia, we have to acknowledge China, Iran, and terrorist organizations from different countries. That is what sustained this regime, and it's been toppling also by international forces. So what we see here is maybe, and you could call it perhaps a proxy war in Venezuela, but definitely you have a criminal organization sustained by international forces. That is important.
Right, so is that...
Commander-in-Chief has revealed stunning details about the Venezuelan dictator.
Natalia, this is quite simply extraordinary. Donald Trump has taken to Truth Social to claim that Nicolás Maduro, the authoritarian dictator of Venezuela, he has been wanting ousted from that role, has been captured along with his wife and flown out of the country. Exactly where to, well, that remains unknown, but there are some reports coming through from local Venezuelan opposition that this might have been part of an organised, negotiated exit from the Venezuelan dictator. The strikes took place, ordered by US President Trump, in the very early hours of the morning local time. Round about 2 o'clock or so, 7 explosions were heard. It was reported that they had struck key military facilities and military installations, and we now know that one of America's most elite army units, the Delta Force, has gone in to be involved in the capture of the dictator Maduro and his wife. We await more detail from the American president, who is due to front a press conference in round about 6 hours or so from his property, Mar-a-Lago in Florida, where it is likely he will reveal more details about exactly what took place. But the strikes tonight follow months of tensions. Strikes on drug boats from Venezuela into the United States, a military build-up by the US in the Caribbean, the seizure of oil tankers, and tonight the Venezuelan government has issued a statement essentially saying that the United States is only after one thing, and that is strategic resources. Natalia, in other words, they mean oil. Tonight, the eyes of the world are now watching what takes place next between the United States and Venezuela.